Welcome back to That's Debatable. It is our final debate powered by Cisco Webex. We are taking on two of the most famous par threes on the PGA Tour. Which of them is the better hole? Which is the better scene? The 17th at TPC Sawgrass or the 16th at TPC Scottsdale? We've got Keith Mitchell, champion of the 2019 Honda Classic, going up against Josh Sens, who once finished third at the 2012 Korea Open.
North Korea.
Keith, you are the pro. Would you like to go first or defer?
I'm deferring.
All right, Josh, you got 60 seconds. Let's hear it.
Well, I'll start with a quick question to Keith. Keith, who designed TPC Scottsdale?
I don't know.
Okay, so on the other hand, a designer nobody knows against Pete Dye, the greatest modern architect of all time. A watershed hole, a hole that's been emulated by aspiring architects everywhere for decades. Everyone's tried to emulate. Nobody is equal. The influence is profound. The only influence is TPC 16th. The Scottsdale is the influence on blood alcohol. I mean, seriously, you can stand at the TPC hole, at that hole, like I have, and interview dozens and dozens of fans. They can tell you 16 brands of vodka. You ask them to name a tour pro, they can't get past Phil or Tiger. I mean, Scottsdale is a great gladiatorial arena, but the prestige of the tournament, you cannot compare. Sawgrass, whether or not you think it's the fifth major, toughest field in golf, TPC Scottsdale, what's on the line? I mean, one is the Super Bowl, the other is a little Pop Warner game on the way up to it. Name me the most famous shot at the 16th at Scottsdale. Since Tiger Woods' hole-in-one in 97, the most famous shot was a putt by an amateur, Amy Bockerstad. At Sawgrass, you have better than most. You have Ricky stuffing it tight. You missed the green at Sawgrass. You're looking at
is it 120 seconds? What is going on here? This is terrible.
You missed the green at Sawgrass.
So you're done. You just shot down Amy. You're done. Okay. First of all, we're not talking about a golf course architecture debate. We're talking about holes on the PGA Tour. How many PGA Tour events have you played in, Josh? I mean, come on. You haven't played on 16 at Phoenix. You haven't played on 17 at TPC. You have no idea what it feels like in the ropes. You haven't birdied either hole probably ever from the front tees. So you don't know what the crowd's like when they're yelling at you. There is no crowd on 17. They're just dots of color, right? It doesn't matter. That hole at 17, there's way more birdies. There's actually 94 birdies in 2019. And there's only 62 on 16 at TPC in Waste Management. So, therefore, the 16th hole at Waste Management is 100% harder for the players, period. And it's more rewarding when you hit a good shot than at 17 at Sawgrass. Because at 17 at Sawgrass, you have 18 behind it, which is the hardest hole ever. You're not worried about the shot on 17 at TPC and the players. You're worried about the 18th hole. You're only worried about the 16th tee shot all day at Phoenix because you're going to get booed if you hit it good. I mean, if you hit it bad, and you're going to get absolutely the best experience of your life if you make a hole-in-one. I promise you, if you ask any tour player what they'd rather have a hole-in-one on, 16 Phoenix, no doubt.
All right. He's a guaranteeing man. Josh Sens.
Took 2 great points. I was by no means diminishing Amy. It was an awesome shot, but it shows you the relevance of that event that we can't name another Tour Pro shot since Tiger's in 97.
You can't. That's ridiculous. Francesco
stop interrupting me,
Lyle made a hole-in-one. Did you see the Jared Lyle memory where we
Jared Lyle was good.
And we walked out.
Do I get my time to talk?
Ball. They did everything for him.
Okay, look. This and the fact that I've never played in a PGA Tour event is irrelevant to the debate.
No, it's not. We're talking about PGA events.
Sean, he keeps interrupting me. Do I get to make a point here or what? Do I get to make a point?
All right, you got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Start the clock.
Okay. Yeah, as I said. So, and yes, I'm not a PGA Tour pro, but I have birdied both holes, and I've also played those holes in non-tournament situations, which is also relevant. You take away tournament week, you ask any golfer which hole they'd rather play, which is going to be a bucket list memory. It's Sawgrass all day, every day. That's a bucket list hole you'll remember for your lifetime. With the grandstands gone, you put TPC Sawgrass against TPC Scottsdale. I put Pete Keith. I could put that hole in a police lineup. You wouldn't be able to pick it out. It's so bland. Nobody would recognize it in terms of the prestige of the architect, the prestige of the event, the quality of the field, the pressure. Maybe the pressure Keith can speak to. I don't know. You miss a shot at Sawgrass, it goes in the water. You miss it in Scottsdale, you get booed by a bunch of drunks. Toughen up, Keith.
Okay. All right. We got Keith. You're going to have 30 more seconds here. Talk to us a little bit about pressure. What have you done on 16 at Scottsdale that kind of got under your skin, or that you did well?
I'll give you both. So my rookie year, I got into TPC. I got into the players. I got into the players Wednesday afternoon when Paul Casey pulled out last man in the field. I get put in his premier group. I walk up to 17, front pin. I'm one back, and I hit it to 1 foot 2 inches, closest of the day. And then I go on 16, and I miss the green 4 times in a row. I mean, it's not even comparable. The pressure is not even comparable. I birdied it for the first time this year on Sunday. I finished 14th. And it was like, I swear, I thought for that moment in time walking 17th tee, I felt like I'd won the Masters. It's the pressure is not even comparable.
You bogeyed it in the 4th round last year at Sawgrass. What happened? Was it the pressure that got you?
No, I was 5 over going to the hole. I was hitting it like
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
okay, Keith. You're a better golfer than I am, but debate-wise, come on, Sean, be real.
At the least, the greatest debate we've had here on That's Debatable. I'm going to side with the final rebuttal. Keith Mitchell, the fact that you stuck it at the players. You were not worried about the pressure at WGC Phoenix. Not so much. So, Keith Mitchell, you are moving on. You are our champion here on That's Debatable, powered by Cisco Webex.
That's right, Josh.